Hey guys, welcome back to another My RC video. Today we're going to take this TT02 chassis that I assembled for the Zaxpeed Capri turbo body from Tamiya. This is assembled kit stock, and today we're going to go from shower to goer. We of course are going to be using the stock torque tuned motor that came with this bad boy, the included ESC from Tamiya, most expensive steering servo. This is an Injora servo, Injora, I don't know how to say it. This little blue guy, the $18 special that you get on Amazon, and I'm going to be using this Spectrum receiver. I'm going to be using that because I have an SLT3 transmitter that I'll be able to use with that, or I'll be able to use my super fancy Spectrum transmitter. Alright guys, let's get started on this. First things first. That's cool. On this kit, the splines come to the right hand side of the car. Alright, so we got the mounts on the servo. Gonna mount that into the chassis. That is these two screws. Don't go crazy torquing them down. So that and that. Alright. Okay. Alright. I like to use this 3M double-sided tape. Roll. You guys can use whatever you want. There. There's plenty of room there. That should just be an easy plug there. Plug there. I'm just going to stick the receiver right on the servo. This is going to be a race car after all, so I'm going to cheat. I have dug out my soldering stuff here. I'm gonna clip it off right there. We solder this plug. Whoa. Right. Alright. There's one. Right. Doing a little tug test. They are good. So when you hook up your stuffs, one to turn, two to burn. Sharp scissors. Oop. Just like that. Alright, with an antenna tube holder, the wire goes in through the bottom, and they always leave you a little notch to put the wire through so it doesn't pinch it. Alright, so just run the wire through and then remount it. Left a little void down there. I think we're gonna fold it up down there and zip tie it and stick it down there. Roll her and trim. And don't accidentally cut your wires when you're trimming these zip ties. Alright, here's what I like to do. I like to take the excess, use this antenna tube, wrap it around like this. Give it the old school foam board treatment there, like so. Generally, they hold their shape pretty well. Alright, just like that. Wiring is all done. Alright. The binding process is as simple as pulling your battery in, turning the ESC on, pressing the bind button, pressing the bind button, pressing the bind button, whatever. I have to press it. Alright. Holding the bind button while you're turning the ESC on, and then pressing again bind after creating a new model inside your transmitter, or powering up whatever transmitter you're using and starting its bind process. Now I just need to put the servo horn on. I'm going to use this fancy aluminum servo horn that came with the servo. I think I'm going to have to dig out a longer screw here in a second. This guy here does have a pinch screw, so I'm going to have to put that in Loctite. Just a dribble. You do want to be able to take that out later. I'm not going to pinch that tight because I still need to find center on the servo for this car. Alright. This screw will probably live there for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and Loctite this guy. Right there. A healthy amount of Loctite. I applied it to the servo horn because I don't want it all up in that plastic ball here. Okay. There you have it. Don't forget to set your endpoints. Here you can see it's stressing that out. It's stressing that out. That's a good way to burn out a servo and to wear out all your ball cups and stuff. Alright, well that went from shower to goer with this TT02 chassis kit. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Leave a comment anyways. Stuff you didn't like, that you did like, whether it was useful or not. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, get notifications. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're working on, what you like to work on, and maybe where you're from, what track you run on, and what you guys personally do to these cars to make them run faster at your local track. Alright guys, have a good weekend. Peace.